Hello everyone, my name is Ruisen Gao. I'm very happy to have the opportunities to speak with you. My topic today is that students should practice handwriting so that they can learn. Okay, now we can talk about the background. With the advance of technologies, the development of contemporary media has been promoted. More and more learning-related applications or electronic devices appear in the class. These situations have led students to use a large number of electronic devices or applications related to contemporary media that are convinced of them to studies. The students have slow start to move away the handwriting. But does this really help their learning? As a result, abundance of handwriting has a negative impact on student learning. Below, we will talk about it in the details. The first one, students not use handwriting have a negative impact on their writing abilities. To be specific, as mentioned in New York Times papers, why students cannot write. According to research, students who learn to write without handwriting can greatly affect their writing abilities and reading abilities. When students learn by handwriting, they can use the word they read well to help them organize their language, which allows them to better understand what they read. In terms of reading, students will use a pen to take notes, highlight the key point of the reading so that they can better understand what they are reading. If students only use electronic device to read or study, they lose the practice. So we can see that handwriting is very important for students learning. And the next was papers on which the website mentions that when students are not trained in handwritings, they write on exam with scribbles, grammar mistake, and many more difficult words not spelled. To be specific, today's contemporary media applications can help students make corrections. For example, students make smart corrections when they make grammar mistake while writing on Apple advice. So students do not care how grammar is used. On the other hand, for some complex word, students only need to type half of spelling on the word to be able to recognize the word intelligently. When they test by hand, they will not spell this complete word correct. Therefore, school students should offer relevant class to help students practice writing. Okay, now let's move on to the second important point is that if students cannot read handwriting well, it will affect their test scores. According to research, we can say 16% of students had low test scores because of their slow handwriting. We can see that the number is very high. These students are not good at the writing has both great impact on their exam, has caused their final scores to be very low. So students should pay more attention to this problem. And we can see in the next studies, we can see that 80% of Chinese test takers took handwriting training because handwriting already accounts for 15% of total scores, set a hard percentage in the exam. Therefore, students work hard on the handwritings. The last study shows that 20% of Chinese examiners fail to complete the exam because they are not good at the writings. What we can see from this study is that if they are not good at the writings, they write slow, so they waste a long time. As a result, students are unable to complete. Okay, now let's do a review now. And we talk today about why students are not good at writing because of advance of modern media or contemporary mediums. Then we say that if students are not good at handwritings, it affects their writing and readings, and it affects their grammar problem. It is bad scores in the final exam. Okay, now let's talk about how to deal with this problem. And I give the 2 points. The first one, school should offer relevant class for practice. And the second one, students read by hand away from contemporary media. Only in this way can the students lose the problem of not being good at writing. Final, I'm very happy that you can listen to my speech. Thank you.